Even after the cameras stop rolling, their chemistry continues to spark conversations. From their subtle glances and natural interactions to the unforgettable emotions they created on screen, there is something about this pairing that fans simply cannot seem to let go of. But is it just incredible acting, or is there a deeper reason why their connection feels so convincing? In this video, we're taking a closer look at the chemistry between Yuxi and Deng Enxi, the moments that made fans emotional, and why their on-screen connection continues to feel so genuine. So, are you ready to find out why Yuxi and Deng Enxi remain so unforgettable? Stay with us until the end, because some moments may make you see their chemistry completely differently. There are some on-screen pairings that audiences simply cannot forget. Even after the cameras stop rolling and the project moves on, their chemistry continues to live in the minds of fans. Yuxi and Deng Enxi are one such pairing. But what makes them feel so real to audiences? The answer may lie in the natural chemistry they displayed whenever they shared the screen. Chemistry is not simply about romantic dialogue or dramatic eye contact. It can be found in subtle expressions, body language, timing, and the way two actors naturally respond to each other. Yuxi and Deng Enxi have a dynamic that makes their scenes feel emotionally convincing. Their interactions often appear effortless, allowing viewers to become immersed in the relationship between their characters. Interestingly, it is not always the biggest or most dramatic moments that fans remember. Sometimes, it is the smallest details, a quick glance, an unexpected smile, a playful reaction, or the way one character responds to the other, that leave the strongest impression. Those seemingly insignificant moments can make audiences wonder, was their chemistry simply part of the performance, or was there something else that made their interactions feel so natural? Of course, chemistry on screen does not automatically mean that two actors are romantically involved in real life. Professional actors are trained to create believable emotional connections with their co-stars. What audiences see on screen is ultimately part of a performance unless the actors themselves confirm otherwise. And perhaps that is exactly what makes Yuxi and Deng Enxi so fascinating. When two actors successfully portray an emotional relationship, the line between fiction and reality can become surprisingly thin. Viewers may stop seeing only two performers playing characters and instead become emotionally invested in the story they are creating together. Yuxi has demonstrated an ability to convey complicated emotions through subtle expressions and restrained performances. Deng Enxi, meanwhile, brings her own emotional depth and individuality to her roles. When their different acting styles come together, the result can feel remarkably natural. That emotional connection is one reason fans may continue thinking about them long after a particular scene or promotional event has ended. Social media has also played an important role in keeping their memorable moments alive. Short clips, behind-the-scenes footage, interviews, photographs, and fan edits can bring old interactions back into the spotlight. A moment that lasted only a few seconds can suddenly become the subject of thousands of comments and discussions. Fans analyze expressions, conversations, gestures, and even the smallest reactions. This creates a cycle in which old memories constantly receive new attention. Whenever Yuxi and Deng Enxi are mentioned together, fans may immediately remember particular scenes or moments that made their pairing special. That nostalgia can make their chemistry feel as though it never truly disappeared. There is also something powerful about what remains unexplained. When actors do not constantly explain every aspect of their relationship with their co-stars, fans are left with room for interpretation. People naturally become curious about the small details, their interactions during promotions, the way they respond when each other's names are mentioned, or how comfortable they appear when standing together. However, these observations should not be mistaken for proof of a romantic relationship. Fans can speculate, discuss, and interpret moments. But speculation remains speculation unless the people involved make an official statement. What is undeniable, however, is the impression Yuxi and Deng Enxi have left on audiences. In the entertainment industry, creating a pairing that people continue talking about is already an achievement. Many on-screen couples disappear from public attention once their project ends. Others, however, remain memorable because their chemistry created an emotional connection that audiences were unwilling to let go of. Perhaps that is why Yuxi and Deng Enxi still feel so real. It may not be because fans have discovered some hidden truth behind the scenes. Instead, it may simply be because their performances were convincing enough to make viewers believe in the emotions they portrayed. When a story feels genuine, audiences often carry that feeling beyond the screen. They remember the looks, the smiles, the emotional scenes, the playful interactions, and the moments that seemed spontaneous. Over time, those memories become part of the fandom's collective experience. And as long as those moments continue to circulate online, Yuxi and Deng Enxi will likely remain a pairing that sparks curiosity and nostalgia. Ultimately, perhaps the more interesting question is not whether Yuxi and Deng Enxi are truly connected romantically in real life. The real question is why their chemistry was powerful enough to make so many people believe in their story in the first place. Sometimes, the most unforgettable on-screen couples are not necessarily the couples who are together in real life. They are the ones who make audiences believe in the emotion, the connection, and the story, even after the cameras stop rolling. So what do you think? Is the connection between Yuxi and Deng Enxi simply the result of incredible acting, or is there something about their chemistry that makes it feel different from other on-screen pairings? Of course, only Yuxi and Deng Enxi know what truly happens behind the cameras. But one thing is certain, their performances have left a lasting impression on fans. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think their chemistry is one of the most unforgettable pairings on screen? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss more updates, discussions, and stories about your favorite Chinese celebrities. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.